Hello everyone, this is Danielle Acuna, FAMD Techmoto, and today I'm going to show you guys a website that will help you learn information on HIPAA. HIPAA is Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act from 1996, and it was put in place to protect data and put in security provisions for medical health information, or other words PHI, which is protected health information. So what I'm going to do here, though, is we're going to focus today on the covered entity, which is the healthcare organization that houses the data, and also business associates. Though business associates are any vendors, partners that are involved with these healthcare organizations, and they need to really know this. So we're going to take this from a business associate perspective. So I'm going to go to the website. We're going to start with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, which is hhs.gov. Oops. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And from here, we're going to be able to go into the HIPAA website. So we will do laws and regulations. And we're going to click on the HIPAA privacy rule. So the reason why we're doing this is being a business associate for probably the last 15 years of my career, a lot of business associates who are the vendors, partners. So for example, if you are a IT cloud provider, or you are a help desk service provider for a hospital or healthcare organization or a doctor's office, and even if you provide hardware like desktops or VDI solutions for those customers, this is really a good website for you to maneuver through, because a lot of business associates really do not understand the full complexity of the HIPAA privacy rule. In addition to that, there have been a lot of breaches with protected health information getting out on various levels. So what we're going to do here is, you can go as a business associate, you really should peruse this website, kind of get familiar with it, understand really what the implications are if you are not compliant. Just signing a business associate agreement is not going to keep you from getting hit with an enforcement, and an enforcement in this case would be a hefty fine. And depending on how many PHI records or personal protected health information records are leaked, it could possibly be up to a $5 fee per record. So that is really important to know, because that could just wipe out any business. So what I think the key here is, it may be good for you to know the severity and the reoccurrence of these breaches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just go straight to breach notification. There's breach reporting, guidance, reports to Congress, and regulation history. These are all good as well. I'm going to bring this down as well. You can see this is a plethora of information. Really, business associates should know this. And if you do service a healthcare provider in any way, shape, or form, insurance provider, knowing their business and what they face every day is going to have you add value to servicing that customer. So really, this could only be a win-win for everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to breach reporting. And this gives you the rules on all the breach reporting. So this comes also from the Office of Civil Rights. So the Office of Civil Rights, the OCR, is part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. And it's the OCR, they're the ones that actually guide and monitor all of these things. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you the reporting, just so you can see the magnitude of how many breaches occur every day. Now note that they only are required to report if breaches occurred for more than 500 individuals or records. So we're going to go straight to view a list of breaches, so you can actually see this. I used to go in this website just about every day or every other week. So here we go. So you can see what's under investigation. You can go into archive and then help for customers. You have also advanced options, but let me just run through this quickly. I'm going to expand this so you could see it. Okay, so just last week in Texas, Institute for Women's Health, healthcare provider, the number of individuals affected. So the number of individuals affected, that is actually the number of patient records or patients. The breach submission date, this is when this organization realized there was a breach and they reported it on this day. This is not to say that that's when the breach happened. So many times the breach could actually happen 2 years ago, it could happen a month ago, it could happen a week ago. So a lot of times it takes a while for the actual covered entity in this case, and even a business associate to realize that something happened. So the type of breach, this is also very curious information, and you can see this was a hacking IT incident, and it was on a network server. Now, I mentioned before about if you provide hardware to a covered entity, this was a laptop that was stolen. There's other things here. So it could be a hacking incident, it could be an actual employee of the covered entity not taking precautions and following standard operating procedures to protect the media and the hardware that they use. There's other things here, but you can see a lot of it now is starting to be hacking incident. So if you just look here, this is all in 1 month. All right, so we're not even done with August, and there have been, what is this, like 15 or so incidents reported, okay? And they all, a City of Hope, right? They all have a huge range of customers and types of healthcare organizations that are affected. So if you want to go, let's just do this, because we'll just say, we'll do 01/01/2017. Let's see if that works. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll just do it this way. We'll go to January. We'll look at all the ones. This is really curious. So now we're going to go up until year to date, okay? Then we're going to do location of the breach. Let's do this. Type of covered entity. No. So let's do this. Business associate present. Let's say yes. And now we're going to apply the filters, and let's see what we get. So once you generate a report, you can actually export it into Excel. You could do a CSV file, whatever. So you can manipulate this data and provide stats to your customer. So look at this, right? So there's 13 where a business associate year to date was present and part of why the actual PHI was compromised. So you could actually, like I said, you could export this. So you can export it, and you do this, and then once you get into Excel, you can do whatever you want with this data. So if you're savvy in Excel, you can create all types of reports. You can do trends, you can do based on location, the number of records or individuals affected, a lot of different things here that you can do. So for a customer, for a covered entity and also a business associate, this is a website you definitely need to review and look at. So I'll go back, and you can see the website up here. There's all different types of filters you could do, all different types of reasons, and this is a really good resource, especially, again, if you're a business associate and you want to add value to your healthcare provider customers. This is what you really should be looking at, and a lot of people don't know that this actually exists. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.